I wanted to play football around the time I was in the 11th grade. This one guy started laughing at me and, calling me little guy and, what are you doing out here? And I never forgot that. It was great motivation for me. And so through speed, through mental preparation, athletic skills, something I wanted to get their attention and say, hey, who's that kid? And what I call be prepared for that right now moment. Okay, son, what's your name? Green. Okay, you're up right now. And in that right now moment, you need to be ready to perform.
1st and 10. Montana's pass. It's caught by Jerry Rice, and Darrell Green with a takedown. Number 28, Darrell Green.
The adversary may change, but Darrell Green never does. Year after year, he fights the monster with the same spring in his step and the same secret weapon in his sock.
2-2, old buddy. Make you run fast.
Darrell Green is the fastest man in the NFL.
When you have a lot of speed like I do, normally, should I say most every time, I'm faster than my receiver.
Here he is working against Irvin. Good position on the outside. He has that unbelievable speed. He lets Irvin get by him just a little bit, knowing full well that he can recover.
Put that in the training manual.
Oh, that's beautiful.
That's how you play cornerback.
2 interceptions last week against Detroit, his 25th and 26th.
Darrell's covered 17 of the top 20 receivers in history.
Jerry Rice, Joe Montana, man-to-man. I got an interception on that.
I'll tell you, watch Darrell Green up here. He's only 5'8", but I'll tell you, he plays the whole game. Some corners are real good cover guys, but they don't come up and support and run. Watch Darrell Green get up there and go at Versatility, the only place you can to tackle.
There's hardly anyone he hasn't caught from behind.
Here comes Darrell Green, down at the 5. Open is Rice, and Jerry gets caught from behind at the 15 by Darrell Green. Chased down and tripped up by Darrell Green.
Just fun to be with the guys and fun to compete. I guess it never changed for me. I've always approached it like I was a kid.
You talk about an impact player.
Like if you tackle, I can play with you there to win.
But you're using the correct word, tackle.
Yeah, I don't need no big kid. Just get him down.
It's going to be Darrell Green from behind. I didn't think anybody would catch him when he came out of the pack like that.
All they want is results. That's all they want. That's all you got to do is get them.
Pro Bowler Darrell Green is the model for all players in the Redskin defensive backfield.
Darrell Green was overlooked because of his size.
He should turn around and stiff arm the little guy right on his helmet, skip out of.
Kick it back to Dickerson. Dickerson will not get the first down as Murphy and Green come up to stop it. And the Rams will have to punt.
3rd and 4 with 5 down linemen. Willie Gault makes the play, and Darrell Green brings him down. It's a very important measurement, and they're short of a first down by about a yard or more.
Boy, and what a good open field tackle by Darrell Green.
Here's Roger Craig again. Touchdown by Darrell Green.
Darrell Green is good. He is real good. He was on Haywood Jeffries, number 84. He leaves him when he sees the ball thrown and makes the tackle on Drew Hill. That's heads-up defense.
It's Jordan trying to cross. He puts a fairly decent move on, but gets only to the 21. As Darrell Green, number 28, didn't go for the fake and made the tackle.
In the series following Riggins' touchdown, Redskins corner Darrell Green made 2 outstanding plays. The second one forcing another 49ers punt, their 7th of the afternoon.
Steps up and throws, and it's knocked down. Fine defensive play was made by Darrell Green, a little cornerback. He's all over the place today. Wilson back to throw. Side foot move. Anthony Carter tackled down by Darrell Green and Barry Wilburn.
That is going to be a great matchup all day. Darrell Green is going to take Anthony Carter all over the field wherever he goes. We said they played this 3 weeks ago. In that game, Carter only caught 2 passes. Whereas that last week, 227 yards, the playoff record.
2nd and 8 for Dallas. Pitch is back to Dorsett. Trying to get around the corner. Can't. He's tripped up by Darrell Green.
Denver first down out of the 30-yard line. And it's Sewell going nowhere.
On a 4th and 2, Cincinnati gambled when they called on James Brooks on a sweep around right end. But Darrell Green and Raphael Cherry turned the play into a big loss.
You know, that's one thing that Darrell Green gives this Redskin defense. You know, you think they're number 1 against the rush, and you always think of the front 4 and the linebackers, but this guy, he only weighs about 170 pounds. He can run like heck. I'll tell you, he's a tough little guy. He can tackle.
Person that is fast or a sprinter, it's the one that can settle down and relax.
Rodney Peete to Charlie Garner, but Darrell Green is Johnny on the spot. He pops up at the
That's why when Darrell was catching people, it's like, wow, he's not really running. But actually, he really was running.
Marcus Allen heads for the sideline, gets out of bounds, taken out by Darrell Green.
Wendell Tyler. They're around there. Look out. Tyler turns on the stage. Well, as you can see, they got to thank Russ Francis for that because he got an excellent block on the defensive end. He turned him in and kept all the pursuit away. And all Wendell had to do is get outside and try to outrun Darrell Green, which is virtually impossible. Darrell Green is one of the fastest men in the NFL.
I think they're going to call Green for sticking Rice's head into the ground. Now, Green gives up 6 inches of height to Jerry Rice, who's one of the strongest receivers in the league. But he picked him up and put him down.
Green with him, and the little one brings the big one down.
Number 28, as we said earlier, 10.08, one of the fastest men in the world.
Ellis in a sprint for the end zone. He loses it at the 7th. Man that ran him down, Darrell Green, the great sprinter from Texas A&M. What the Bears do here is they start Galt out of the backfield. That's to make it more difficult for Darrell Green to catch up to him. Green's late getting there, but he makes a fine open field tackle. Big defensive plays aren't always spectacular plays. Darrell Green, with a simple open field tackle, forces the Bears into a punting situation. Willie Galt's going to stop, try to get upfield. You see the first down marker, and look at Darrell Green. He had to come all the way across the formation. Galt was in motion. We talked about that matchup. That's as good as you can do it by Darrell Green.
And when he ran Tony Dorsett down earlier this year in the game, he proved to all the football players in America that he can run anybody down in the NFL.
Here comes Darrell Green, down at the 5.
It's a 4th and 1. Cincinnati going for it from the Washington 34. Brooks looking to make the turn, and he stopped. Darrell Green came up to make the stop.
Big defensive plays aren't always spectacular plays. That's as good as you can do it by Darrell.